The Seven Spirits of God, a biblical exploration. The seven spirits of God in the Bible, biblical references to the seven spirits, Isaiah 11:2. In Isaiah 11:2, the sevenfold nature of the Holy Spirit is described. 1. The Spirit of the Lord, the divine presence and authority of God. The Spirit of wisdom, the ability to understand and apply God's will. 3. The Spirit of understanding, deep insight into spiritual matters. The Spirit of counsel, guidance in making godly decisions. 5. The Spirit of might, power and strength to do God's will. 6. The Spirit of knowledge, awareness of divine truth. 7. The Spirit of the fear of the Lord, reverence and respect for God. The seven bowls of God's wrath, seven vials, Revelation 16, 1-21. Painful sores on those with the mark of the beast, Revelation 16:2. The sea turns to blood, all marine life dies, Revelation 16:3. Rivers and springs become blood, no drinking water left, Revelation 16:4-7. The sun scorches people with intense heat, Revelation 16:8-9. Darkness over the Antichrist's kingdom, Revelation 16:10-11. The Euphrates River dries up, the way is prepared for the Battle of Armageddon, Revelation 16:12-16. The greatest earthquake and hailstorm in history, global destruction, Revelation 16:17-21. Revelation 5:6 mentions the seven eyes in the context of a vision of the Lamb, who is identified as Jesus Christ. Bible mentions several prominent men who played significant roles in God's plan and had a deep relationship with Him. Revelation 5:6 mentions the seven eyes in the context of a vision of the Lamb, who is identified as Jesus Christ. The verse states, "Then I saw a lamb, looking as if it had been slain, standing at the center of the throne, encircled by the four living creatures and the elders. The lamb had 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth." Revelation 5:6, Neve. The 7 eyes are symbolic and carry deep theological meaning. Here's an explanation of their significance. Symbol of omniscience, the 7 eyes represent the fullness of God's knowledge and perception. They signify that the Lamb, Jesus Christ, has complete and perfect insight into all things. Nothing is hidden from Him, and He sees everything that happens in the world. The 7 spirits of God, the verse explicitly connects the 7 eyes to the 7 spirits of God. This phrase is understood to symbolize the Holy Spirit in His fullness. The number 7 often represents completeness or perfection in the Bible, so the 7 spirits emphasize the totality and perfection of the Holy Spirit's work. Sent into all the earth, the 7 eyes are described as being sent out into all the earth, indicating God's active presence and involvement in the world. The Holy Spirit is at work everywhere, observing, guiding, and fulfilling God's purposes. Connection to Zechariah's vision. The imagery of the 7 eyes may also be linked to Zechariah 3:9 and 4:10, where a stone with 7 eyes is mentioned. In Zechariah, the eyes symbolize God's watchfulness and His care over His people. This connection reinforces the idea of divine oversight and intervention. The Lamb's authority, the 7 eyes, along with the 7 horns, symbolizing power and authority, highlight the Lamb's divine authority and ability to execute judgment and redemption. The Lamb is both sovereign and all-knowing, capable of carrying out God's plan for salvation. In summary, the 7 eyes in Revelation 5:6 symbolize the omniscience, omnipresence, and perfect work of the Holy Spirit, as well as the Lamb's divine authority and watchfulness over all creation. They remind readers of God's complete knowledge of the world and His active involvement in bringing about His redemptive plan. 7 evil spirits, reference, Matthew 12:43-45, Luke 11:24-26. Asmodeus, a demon of lust. Beelzebub, often associated with Satan or the prince of demons. Mammon, a demon associated with greed. Belphegor, a demon of sloth and deceit. Astaroth, a demon of vanity and laziness. Leviathan, a sea monster or demon representing chaos. Lucifer, often identified with Satan, the fallen angel. 7 shepherds. In the Bible, the term 7 shepherds is mentioned in Micah 5:5 as part of a prophecy about the Messiah and the defense of Israel. The exact identities of these 7 shepherds are not explicitly listed in the Bible, but various interpretations suggest they may symbolize righteous leaders who protect God's people. Biblical reference: Micah 5:5, Neve. When the Assyrians invade our land and march through our fortresses, we will raise against them 7 shepherds, even 8 commanders. Many Jewish and Christian scholars believe the 7 shepherds represent key biblical figures who led and protected God's people. The most commonly suggested names for the 7 shepherds are the 7 shepherds in biblical tradition. Adam, the first man and representative of humanity. Abraham, the father of the Jewish nation and the covenant. Isaac, the son of promise, symbolizing faith and obedience. Jacob, Israel, the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. Moses, the great lawgiver and deliverer of Israel from Egypt. Aaron, the first high priest, representing priesthood and intercession. David, the shepherd king of Israel, symbolizing the messianic line. Alternative interpretations: some Jewish texts, such as the Talmud, Sukkah 52b, list different names, sometimes including Joseph, son of Jacob, ruler of Egypt, Samuel, prophet and judge of Israel. In Christian theology, these 7 shepherds are seen as symbolic of leaders chosen by God to guide his people throughout history.